no more pretending. See it, and if I want it, you know I'ma get it. Cause I'm a hustler, stay on my grind to go get it. Fuck with a nigga saying I ain't fearing no nigga. These lanes be talking, but it be behind my back. Scared to say it to my face, cause they know how I react. Keep a lot of straps so we could throw them hands, you won't do that. So why you talking behind my back like you on a strap? Nigga, this ain't no rap, this here is real shit. Got these pussy niggas mad, all up in they feelings. But me, I'm posted up, got these hoes like I feel them. And wanna dime, Polo Nino, yes I'm him.
For the day, I hope you enjoyed. Going on YouTube, I had to go ahead and replace my battery. In any case, this video is going to be about replacing my rear passenger side window regulator. It comes as a whole kit. I'm gonna show you in a minute. I got the package from Amazon today. Really, I got a lot of packages coming from Amazon, so over the course of the next few days I'm going to be doing like a lot of light maintenance work to my truck, the Range Rover. Be doing the window regulator motor. I need to fix my driver's side door panel. I also need an oil change. Also, I'm going to change the transmission fluid and filter. I got the pan, everything, as you can see in those boxes right there. So I'm doing all of those things to my truck. I got some more stuff coming. I can't remember. I just started ordering. Oh, I got the brake rotors coming. So I'm finally going to get the brake rotors replaced. And I bought the pads. I have the pads under warranty. So I'm going to replace the brake pads on there. So that video is coming soon. And I'm going to paint my brake caliper. So that way when I get my rims back painted, everything can be nice and pretty much completed. It's really just a lot of maintenance work to my truck. The truck running strong. I want to keep it running strong, right? Especially with these Rovers. Because you can have one problem, it can lead to many other problems. So maintenance is the key to keeping your Rover in good shape. Now also, when it get warmer, I'm going to go ahead and do the tune-up on here. I haven't done a tune-up to it. It got like at 130 miles on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do the tune-up on it also. I've been changing my air filter out like regularly. I'm always suggest, and it takes fully synthetic transmission fluid. So we know that shit is expensive. All the stuff I got, you know, I'm looking at like $250 in just parts just for the transmission fluid, all that, everything to rehab, not rehab, but to replace just the fluid that's in the pan. This thing takes 7 quarts of synthetic, and I didn't get the American kind. I got the kind that really kind of goes in here. But like I say, it's still running strong. I want to keep it running strong. No leaks, no nothing, right? It's in good shape. Now I'm going to show you this part on the door panel. Well, I got the door panel off. I'm going to show you what I'm doing to replace it. And as you can see, take a look at this. Yeah, we had a little bit of snow down here. There's a little bit of ice in my driveway. Still haven't melted yet. But a lot of it has melted. It lasted for 2 days, so I was lazy for 2 days. I really ain't do nothing but stay my butt in the house. As you can see here, it's my rear door panel. So it's not hard to get off. This stuff is real basic, taking this off. As you can see, I had to prop my window open. This will be fixed by the time I post this video, so gotta worry about nobody trying to break in, right? And as you can see, that is the regulator. They got cables and shit. I don't know if I can show it. I don't see it right now. I don't know what this little bag is, but it's just a screw down there from what I see. And it got to be a screw up in here somewhere. Maybe through that hole is another screw. And maybe through this hole is another screw. I'm pretty sure it's only probably like 3 screws. But that little string thing, I think it broken or something on it broke. I'm going to show you exactly what that is. Look at that interior, man. Still in excellent shape. Heated back seats, the whole nine. Perfect for this weather, right? So, I'm going to come over here to the box and show you. You can still see them paint colors flipping. It's the beauty of having a garage, right? I ain't had to get no snow on my cars whatsoever. Did have to throw them stocks back on. But, they good for this snowy weather, so just had to make sure the air tire was good, air pressure was good. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab this box And this is another part that I ordered from Amazon. So, and this is what it looks like. That's why I was saying it's kind of a weird setup. Pull it out the box so you can see it. It's kind of a weird setup. I mean, I guess it's not weird. Hopefully it's simple to replace. But it looked like I said 1, 2, and 3 bolt holes. This costs probably about almost $100 on Amazon. But you see how I got this cable? I think the cable broke on mine, and the window kind of just slid down on its own. I came out, saw my window down. I thought somebody had broken my damn car. I'm glad I was checking. And this is all it was. So that's what's going to get replaced in this video. All the other things that I do to my car, I will make videos of it and post it. So this is where we at today. I got a few runs to make. I'm gonna come back later on today and go ahead and shoot the video for it before it gets too dark and it gets seriously cold outside. And that's pretty much what we're gonna be doing today in this video. Let me set this down. So sit back and enjoy and learn how to replace the motor regulator setup, well, rotor regulator assembly in a Range Rover. Now I did take it already apart, but if you're doing this, you're taking the door panel apart, shouldn't be difficult. It's only like 3 or 4 screws and just panel holders, so you just pop those loose. It's no big deal. That's a very simple process. So if you know how to, if you're gonna mess with wrestling doing the regulator, you should be able to do that. It's a simple do-it-yourself type of thing. I know they say the hardest part is kind of getting it in and out. Kind of got to finesse it in and finesse it out. I think that's the hardest part of it, but we're gonna go ahead and attempt it today. And it's my first time doing it too, so you're gonna be doing it with me on the first time in a minute. All right, just like that, I'm back. This is what the new part looks like outside of the pack. This part is slotted, so that's why it came with a new nut. You can see it's kind of like a star, but a 10. I think this 10 to fit it. This looks like the mechanism that the window rolls up and down on, and it's bolted. So it looks like it just bolts on right there, but the window have to be down to reach that point to bolt it on. And this is like the top 2 screws. I know for sure bolt goes through there, and for sure bolt goes through there. This looks like I could have just unbolted just the motor part if this wasn't good and the motor went out, which is also kind of a good thing. But I just decided to replace it all, right? So you got to do it on the Range Rover. You can't just half step. I'm gonna see if this 10 will work. I may have the star for that, but let's check it out on the actual truck. Color changes is nice, man. Ooh, look right there. Get a little bit of that blue, green, orange. Let's get to it. All right, now looking at the actual door, as you can see, it's kind of hard to see. I'm gonna get my flashlight, but it's a bolt right there. See that bolt right there? It's a bolt there. It's another bolt up in there, and you can see that one down there. And that is a 10. My 10 does fit right there. So I'm gonna go grab my flashlight and we're gonna start popping off these 10s in a minute. Now, as you saw before, I just had this, which is a panel popper, door panel popper, or any kind of panel, so you don't scrape up your paint. I had this stuck in the window to hold it up. Now I rolled the window all the way down, and as you can see, it has this that bolts right through the window, which is we saw on there. And I thought I can get to the other 2 bolts with that down, but I was just showing that I already loosened that one bolt down there. You get some light over here. I already loosened that one bolt down there. I can take this other bolt off. I don't want to take the window all the way out, but I can take that other bolt off, and I got to take the 2 bolts out at the top. So that's what I'm about to do next. I can't hold the camera and do it, so I shall get back to the video when I'm done with that. Now, as you can see, I got that out with no problem. This is the bolt. You can see with a big washer. I just twisted it by hand. It wasn't even tight. And this is the size socket I use. Let me get away from that light. As you can see, this is a T27. So that's the size of that little nut. Now I'm gonna lift the window all the way back up, prop it in place, and take out the 2 upper bolts in a minute. All right, I'm back. What I realized, I was able to get 2 of the screws off, the one at the bottom and this one. But this screw that's behind here is behind the glass. Now letting the window up and down won't let it come out, right? Sucks, don't it? Yep, so you got to take this trimming off, which will just pop out. And also had to take the trimming off that goes all around here. Now I recently had my car painted. So, and as you can see, all of that's painted. So it's this is the original color, it's the new color. But it was kind of sticky. So mine cracked in one little spot I'm gonna show you. But you have to take all of that off to access these. See that screw there? It's 1 screw. This is a clip. This is the 2nd screw. I'll stop focusing on my hand. That's the 2nd screw. This is another clip. And this is the 3rd screw. Now these screws are, what size is this? A T20? Is that a T20? Yep, it's a T20. Let me hold it the other way so you can see it. T20. So I got to take them out because I got to take this clip out because the whole window has to come out. So I got that. I'm going to show you on here. See, this is the trimming. I kind of cracked mine a little bit right there because they had glue on it. And make sure you roll the window down first. Also let the window all the way down. And when I was popping it loose, it kind of cracked it right there. Sucks, I know, but this is pretty much the trimming. This trimming pretty much just pops off. It does has a wire on it, as you can see right here. Probably a defrost or something. I'm not sure what this wire is for yet. But you got to unhook that wire also. And it's just what it looks like once it's out. But you got to take this whole thing out. Alright. Now I'm going to go ahead and take these screws out. 3 screws. And we'll go to the next step. As you see, I took those 3 screws out. 1, you didn't have to take that clip out. 2 and 3. Once you take those clips off and you remove this piece out the way, all you have to do is come on this side. See what they bolt into? It bolts into this, as you can see. This can just pop out. You lift up because the bottom is kind of pushed down in there, as you can see by the print. I had this painted too, matte black, but it just kind of pop it out from the top and then just pull it up and it'll pull straight on out. Once you get that out the way, you can kind of just push this mold into the side, push it inward, maybe better, and then you can pull the window all the way out. As you can see, I have my window out. Don't want it to break, so I'm setting it on my seat. But as you can see, I have the window all the way out now. I can even clean that part if I want, so it can be clean. And once you get that window out, now guess what? I have no problem getting to that 3rd bolt that's in there to take that regulator out. So unfortunately, you got to take that whole glass out to get that 3rd bolt out, but it is what it is. What can you do? I'm gonna take that screw out and I'll get back to the video. I'm gonna set this piece down here. Just like that, it's out. Like I said, I had this the last screw to get out. Once I pulled it out, I just had to unplug the connector, which is just a little squeeze tab, and pull it out. It came out with no problem. Now I'm curious as to what the issue was. As you can see, this cable is all jammed up and all caught up in there, including this spring piece right here. I'm gonna grab the other one so we can see how it goes, but so we get an idea of how it's supposed to be. It might be fixable. That is very true. It might be fixable, but you do all that taking it apart, you want to try to fix it, it break again, and have to do it all over again, right? Don't nobody want to do that. So that's why I decided to just replace it. Now, as you can see, this is the brand new one, and this one got a flexible plug. It ain't like, see the difference in that plug compared to this plug? That's the difference. This motor looks bigger than this motor. I would assume this is probably stock. Maybe this is aftermarket. But see how it has this cable system, and this is the cable moves, and it spins different directions, and that's what makes this go up and down. And this is all that holds your window in place, other than those slides. So that's pretty much where we at. And get back to the video. Sorry about the pause in, but you know, it's just me, so I gotta use my hands to do this work. But as you can see, let me move this light out the way. I'm not blind nobody, but as you can see how I got the socket on one screw, socket on the other screw. You can see it clearly from the top. You just go through the holes right here, one there and one there. Use a T25, tighten up to both tops first, and then tighten up the bottom. But before you do all the tightening in place, make sure you plug the window regulator back in, because it's easier to do before you install it in a minute. Alright, now that is done, I got the two top bolts, the one that goes there and the one that goes there in. It's hard to see there and there. Also, like I said, first you plug it in, plug in the motor. I plug that in. You can see this is already all the way down. So make sure you already roll the window down before you take it. I mean, that's step one, honestly. I just got to put the window back in here, and then I'm going to bolt it back up. Hand tighten snug, or I might snug it a little bit, or put some type of thread locker on it, just so it can seat in place, because it's common for that bolt to be loose and start coming loose for some reason. And usually it'll make a sound when you close the door or the glass moving or anything like that. Then lastly, you tighten that, which is slotted. But remember those two bolts was T25 bolts. I'm gonna put the window in, and we're gonna make sure it rolls up and down like it's supposed to before I put the panel and all that stuff back on, right? Makes sense. Make sure everything working before you start assembling everything. Oh, look at them colors right there in the door. Whew, smells sick. In a minute. Also, just a mid break. You saw how dirty this thing was. While you got your glass out, people, that's an excellent opportunity to just clean that little part right there. Like, why put it back in so filthy? Just go ahead and clean it. So that's what I'm doing now. I don't get paid by them, but that stuff right there is really good. The blue shop tiles. And I'm just gonna clean the glass before I install it. Just another tech tip during mid break. Keeping things clean. If you don't want to clean it, cool, but you need to step your game up. Alright, I'm back. Like I said before, this is a Loctite that I use. It's a little Loctite because that screw is commonly known to loosen up. So I put a little bit of thread locker on there, not a whole lot. Just on, you know, maybe about 10 of the lower threads. As before, you can see it's on there now. See? Like I said before you start putting all the trimming and all of that back on, make sure it rolls up and down with no issues. So I'm gonna try to prop the camera and we're gonna see if it rolls up and down with no issues, as it should. Let's see if I can prop this somewhere. The window is rolling back up and down perfectly. I still have to put this on. It pops out because of the molding a little bit. So I'm gonna let the window down to put this piece on, which is here. From there, I can put everything back together, but everything turned out good. The motor is on. I still got to tighten up that bottom screw, but the motor is on and it's working, which is the result that I was looking for. So that pretty much concludes this video. It's a little chilly out, but I didn't want to get my hoodie dirty, so I went on ahead and just threw on a little jacket, shirt, and threw my hat on. So yeah, I'll be styling, don't I? But in any case, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the video. And I hope this video was helpful to anybody that has to do this. On a skill level, I rate this as novice. It's not quite so simple as beginner, but I would rate it as a novice. You don't have to be an expert to do something like that. Now, what a shop would usually charge, shop probably charge a couple $100 in labor just to do that. And in all honesty, you can do it with basic stuff. You see, I used a T20, a T25, and a T27. Those are 3 different size star screws, or a 10mm that also can be used on a 1/4-inch drive extension with a ratchet. And that was it. And I was pretty much able to take the window completely apart, put it all back together. I'm about to put it back together now, but you saw it in the video. I'm just gonna go ahead and end this video now because there's not a lot left that needs to get done. But hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said before, it's novice level work. Save yourself the money and do it yourself. DIY, do it yourself. All right, we're approaching the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and like the video. Subscribing is important. I do post how-to vlogs, lifestyle vlogs, car vlogs, and fashion vlogs. So as you can see today, I just got on a basic. Y'all know I love these polo sweats. This is the time of the year that's good for it down here in Texas. And this is the thick insulated one, as you can see. So this almost kind of like having a little small jacket on, a little thick jacket. The pants are the same, as you can see. Just the polo sweats to match, but they kind of insulated. And you can see the J's that I have. Like I say, these are some of my favorite design J's, and because they're extremely comfortable. And it's not a lot of, they're extremely comfortable, and it's not a lot of break-in, which is what I like about them. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned for the next one.